Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where today we're going to be taking a look at everything you need to know about Hell in a Cell matches in WWE 2K19, as this year 2K have made a whole bunch of improvements to the match type in order to make it feel more like we see on TV. Firstly, by resizing the cell itself, which is now scaled to the exact measurements, resulting in less room between the ring and the cell, giving off a close contact claustrophobic feel. Due to these changes, there are both good and bad points, with the good points seeing the addition of new strike animations and cell moves that see ringside grapples replaced with moves into the cell. However, the bad points see the removal of weapons from under the ring due to the lack of space, with players also no longer dislodge and use the steel steps, as moving towards them or fighting next to them results in this new animation where you'll move around the corner. So that's both the good and bad points in regards to the changes to the size of the cell when you're inside it. However, outside is all good, as due to the smaller cell, this gives players much more room outside of it, meaning you can now walk around all four sides rather than being limited to the left and right side. Before you can roam around outside of the cell, you'll first have to break out of it, which is something else that's been updated this year, as rather than breaking out at the top or bottom right hand corner of the cell using the escape artist OMG moment, this year 2K have set both the bottom left and bottom right corners of the cell to be breakable, with players this year having two ways to break out. The first way is the same as in past years, by using the escape artist OMG moment to put your opponent through the cell. However, the second way works the same way as on top of the Hell in a Cell, whereby you can repeatedly throw your opponent into the cell wall, which will then cause it to break and allow you to exit the structure. Now, one thing I will say about this is that after breaking out of the cell wall, you'll still be met with an invisible wall stopping you from going outside, as rather than allowing players to freely walk in and out, 2K have said so that you have to press LB on Xbox or L1 on PlayStation to enter or exit the cell, which can be a little problematic if you're not standing in the right position, as I had to turn on control prompts to see where I needed to stand for the option to appear. Once you get outside of the cell, you now have the ability to climb any of the four sides, therefore pressing the left bumper will see you start to climb the cell. However, instead of climbing all the way to the top, you'll instead climb halfway, where you can then freely move left or right, or press the left bumper again to climb to the top. The best thing about this update is that should both you and your opponent climb the cell, then you can move towards each other and perform new cell grapples that will see you smash your opponent's head off the cage before sending them crashing down to the floor. Once you make it to the top of the cell, you'll find that the cell roof has also been updated, with the four central panels over the ring all breakable, allowing you to put your opponent through the cell by performing moves onto them, which is actually a lot easier than in past years, as it's so much easier to break the cell. Once your opponent goes through the cell, you'll find yourself still on top rather than dropping down with them. However, should you want to hop down into the ring, then you can do this by pressing the left bumper next to the hole. Finally, one of the big complaints about the Hell in a Cell last year was the falling animation when throwing an opponent off the side of the cell, as the animation seen them appear to freeze and then fall to the ground, which looked really bad. However, I'm happy to reveal that this has been fixed in 2K19 and now features this more realistic falling animation.
I think he's dead serious.
So there you go, that is everything you need to know about the updates to Hell in a Cell matches in WWE 2K19. Personally, I think it's a hell of a lot better, as I love how you can now climb up and around the cell to do moves off it, as this is something that we generally see on TV, so it's great to see that we can now finally do this in the game. Anyway guys, that is where I'm going to leave this video, but I hope this gives you a good idea of the changes to the Hell in a Cell match and what to expect, and if you found this video helpful, then I would really appreciate it if you could drop it a big thumbs up. Also, please do get involved and let me know what you think of the new changes in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, then please do hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more early pre-release gameplay. Until next time though, all that's left for me to say is I hope you've enjoyed this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.